What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another FPL video. Today we're going to be doing the deadline stream for the game week 29. So this is classified as the blank game week. So there's only 4 games going on, 8 teams playing, and this is game week 29 deadline stream for you guys from the FPL channel, FPL INKLING. My name is Mo, and today we're going to go through my team selection, deadline stream, information, latest news, why I think certain players should be played, why they shouldn't be played, what my decisions are, your questions just before the deadline kind of ends at 6:30 on Friday the 19th of March. So let's get going. Before we start, thank you so much for visiting again if you've been here before. If you're a subscriber of my channel, thank you so much. You've taken me past the 150 subscribers mark. If you're new to this channel, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm looking to hit 500 subscribers before the end of the season to win a bet against one of my friends. If I do get there, I'll win a PS5. So thank you for everyone subscribing. There are about 60% of people who are my followers or who do watch my videos but haven't subscribed. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you like this video, and hit the notification icon if you want to get the latest notifications of when I release my latest content. So let's get started, guys. Deadline stream it is. It's game week 29 already. Just got past the European games, so let's see which games are to be played. So there are 4 fixtures for this game week. They start on Friday. Fulham versus Leeds is the first fixture at 8 o'clock. Brighton Newcastle is the Saturday game, along with the FA Cup games that go on throughout the day. And then you've got the 2 fixtures on Sunday, which is West Ham versus Arsenal, and then Aston Villa versus Spurs. In between, there'll be an FA Cup game of United Leicester, but we're not going to be talking about that, but that's the reason why the timings are a bit different than usual. So these are the game weeks we're going to be talking about. I've already revealed my team, which is on the screen already. Please join the league, which is the league codes on the bottom left. You want to be part of the FPL INKLING league on FPL. Put that code in, be part of us. Let me know any questions through the YouTube channel, my Twitter page, and my Instagram. Thank you for all your questions that you guys have sent through. Let me know what you guys think of my team. I already went through my team selection of why I've chosen the team. Yes, there's 2 players there that are not playing, but on my bench, I'll show you, I've also got players who won't be playing this game week. So I've got Diaz, Mahrez, and Douglas, who no longer is part of the FPL game. But I've had him from day one, so I'm not intending to change him anytime soon. So if all my players are fully fit and they play this week, I should have 9 players playing the game week. If the 2 players that are injured, which is Son and Bamford, they don't feature, I've still got 7 players who should be playing. My captain for this week is Gareth Bale. If I had Kane, I definitely would have been Kane. But despite Kane, I would have chosen Bamford because I think he's probably got the best fixture out of my players. And I think he would have done well against Fulham and their defence, even though they've done really well in the past couple of weeks. But I just felt Bamford had a big game week in him. And this was going to be the time for him to shine. But I don't want to put the vice-captaincy on him because just in case Bale doesn't play for any odd reason and then Bamford doesn't play, I don't want to end up with no captain. So I'll put Antonio as my captain because I feel, do you know what, I think they'll have a good game, West Ham. They'll give Arsenal a good run for their money. Not really sure how it will pan out, but I think West Ham with Lingard back, Souček in the midfield, Cresswell with his set pieces. Antonio is a really good asset of the team. I'm going to give him another couple of weeks to see if he fires. He hasn't really been the same this season since he's come back from his injury. But let's trust him. Let's see what he can do. And if not, then I might have to change my plans after the international break. So he is my vice-captain. So let me know, who are your differentials? So for me, I've given mine already. I thought Ben Dunk is phenomenal. He'll be a good player to have, good goal threat. Adam Lallana, there's Danny Welbeck. There's Mopai, who hasn't been mentioned for a while. Areola for Fulham. Rafinha for Leeds. Harrison for Leeds. Dallas. You've also got Aston Villa, where you've got Martinez, Konsa, Target, Barkley, Watkins, El Ghazi. And then for Spurs, you've got Bale, obviously Kane. You're probably going to have Lucas Moura. So these are really good players that you guys can consider for these game weeks. So let's crack on with some questions for you guys for the deadline stream. So which team has the best fixture? Now, after reviewing all these 4 fixtures, I have to say for me, I'd rather be in Brighton's camp because they're home against Newcastle, who are going to be out, I'd say like a half kind of strength Newcastle, because the 2 main goal threats, Maximin and Callum Wilson, won't be playing. I think Brighton have a really positive spirit around them. They played really well in the last couple of game weeks. West Brom, Southampton, and I think there's a good aura or an atmosphere in their team. So I definitely think Brighton have the best fixture, closely followed by potentially Leeds against Fulham. I think these two are probably the best fixtures in terms of if you want to maximise players from these teams. I definitely get them in. Again, West Ham, Arsenal, I can't really call it, and Aston Villa, Spurs, again, I can't really call it either. But those two fixtures that I've mentioned are for me the best fixtures. Who do I think is an essential this week? Now, an essential for me would be Kane. He's not in my squad. Definitely nailed on best player. Son, if he was fully fit, and Bamford fully fit, were my essentials for this week. Can't really think of anyone else, but those, and Martinez, I think against Tottenham he might concede, but he's had a great season. So at the goalkeepers, definitely Martinez for me is going to be the essential for a goalkeeper. Will Bamford play? I think he will actually, to be fair, because I saw an interview from Bielsa today, and he was stating that it's not as serious as they originally thought. He's potentially looking in line to play on Friday. Now, if this game was played on Sunday, I definitely would have been about 90% sure that he'd play, but because it's on the Friday and it's the first game, kind of brings it down to about 45 to 50% for me. But after hearing Bielsa, I'm quite confident. I'm not taking him out. He's had a drop in price by 0.1 mil, so he's gone down to 6.6 due to the transfers out by managers. So I'm hopeful he's in my squad. I'd like him to play and get me a good return, because I've put 3 strikers in and all 3 strikers of mine will be playing this game week. Yeah, so the next question is, shall I triple captain Kane? Well, it'll be a differential because I think Aston Villa are really, I say well-oiled. They're a good defensive unit. Obviously, Martinez and the 4 defenders that they have at the back. But triple captain, it's a risk. It's certainly a differential. I don't think many people will look to triple captain him this week. Would I do it? Personally, not. If you want a differential aspect, then why not? It's completely understandable. But personally, I'd wait till game week 33 and take it from there to potentially put him as captain. Maybe even triple captain in this situation where you guys have asked me that question. Who's the best replacement for Son? If you've got Bale, I'm not sure what your structure looks like of your team. If you've got Bale in your squad, then potentially Bale. I would say Rashford, but he's not playing this game week. If you're looking at just team week players from this game week, maybe Willian, Pepe, Lingard, Rafinha, as I mentioned earlier, even Lucas Moura might be a differential. So have a look, because obviously Lamela was sent off, so he won't be playing. So it gives a really good chance for Lucas Moura to potentially step up. Maybe Dele Alli. Not sure if he's going to play 100%, but someone to consider. Might be a differential option as well for you. Bale in for Kane. Nah. Nope. I would say if you've got Kane in, leave him in. Do not bring Bale in for him unless you have a better alternative, which at the moment in strikers-wise I can't see. And in this game, if I could have Kane, I definitely would have him. I'd have Bale alongside Kane if I could. But if it's out of them two, definitely Kane, and he would be my captain. But my second best alternative is Bale, so Bale will be my captain for this week. Which striker should I change for Bamford? My other striker is Watkins. I would say Antonio. Antonio's playing in this game week. Otherwise, I probably would have said Che Adams if it's the budget issue, but he's not playing this game week. And looking at the other strikers from the other squads, I'm not really that inspired. Maybe Lacazette if you got the funds, but if it's below that, Antonio probably looks like the kind of like average time kind of spend that you can spend in terms of a striker's budget. Best differential this week, I think Ben Dunk, hands down, he's the best differential. Get him in your squad, guys. I think he's got a real good presence in the box. He's really good from set pieces, headers, corners, free kicks. He has like that aura of a player who's really going to have some menace and really go for it. I think Newcastle are a squad that, they're defensively quite, you know, they've got some clean sheets recently, but I think they're very vulnerable. I think if you really attack them, and Brighton, they don't play the kind of like sit back and let's defend kind of football. They kind of play like, you know, let's go for it, really push the team forward. You know, they don't back down. It's a bit like a Leeds kind of model. So they're not really concerned about the clean sheets itself. They're more like concerned in terms of going forward and getting kind of like the points of like attacking return. So they'd rather win 4-2, 3-1. They will never go for that 1-0 or the odd kind of like, you know, one goal part of the bus. So they're not that kind of a team. So I'd say Ben Dunk for me would be someone I'd look for. Maybe Jamal Lascelles, who's had a good week last week. And he's the captain of the Newcastle club, so against he's a good differential. Rafinha for sure. Maybe Dallas. Dallas has been, you know, obviously not defensively that great because Leeds have been conceding. But from an offensive point of view with Fulham as well, there's a really good chance there for him to do well. Is it worth taking a 12-point hit for Kane, Bale, and Matt Target? Yeah, I think it is, because these are three players that you can keep long term, so they're not really like just being brought in for this week alone, and then you have to kind of like go ahead and move them out down the line. But you can do. That's entirely your choice. Obviously, no one stays in your team forever unless you're Martinez in my team this season. What did I say? Why is it -12? Have you made a transfer already? That's a question I would ask. But if it's -12 for those three transfers, well, have you done a transfer before to get rid for budget? But I'd say if you're looking to bring these three in and you want to keep them long term, then definitely go for it. Because if you captain Kane and he gives you a return, you've made your 12 points back pretty much instantly. So it's not really much of a loss. So yeah, that's what I would say is bring those three in. Good for this week. They might be not a differential, but they're solid, and I think they'll get you a good handful of points for this game week. Is it the right time to play the wild card? Again, it's entirely your choice. I wouldn't play it this week, game week. If you have your wild card, keep hold of it. If you've got a free hit, potentially use that. That's the best one, because then you can revert back to your team for game week 30 without taking any hits or changing your squad for the long term, and maybe use that for game week 33, because I think 33 is coming very soon, and they're going to be like a really good week for you to utilise a chip of that nature. Maybe there might be some international injuries to players who are going to be playing international friendlies or qualifiers for the World Cup, so I think that might be a crucial juncture in determining the health or the status or the injury status of your players. So maybe I think holding on, even if it's to game week 30, even after the international break, if you want to play it immediately and see what fitness of players there are. Are there any players that are coming back from fitness, i.e. Son, Bamford? Might be a bit too early to go right now, but if you do play it, all I'm going to say is you're going to be kind of like, unless you don't like taking hits, like if you don't mind taking hits like myself, then that's fine, because you can change it again the next week after. But if you're someone who's very conservative and doesn't like taking hits, then maybe today or this week might not be the right time for you to change your or use your chips, to be fair. Yeah, so avoid the wild card for me. Free hit if possible, or bench boost if you've got that. I wouldn't use triple captain either, so that's my personal opinion on that. Try to get some players in from the teams you think will get the most for you, and you think have the best fixtures. I mean, there's no fixtures that really stand out in this game week. I mean, like the last week, you kind of knew the Southampton Man City game, that Man City would absolutely, you know, rack up points. But the question was, again, with Pep's roulette, which players would it be? I think if it was someone like Tottenham playing Spurs, I would have said, you know, with Son, Bale and Kane, that would have been a nice game, because you would have an open game and goals galore. But Aston Villa are a bit more sound defensively, and I think with Mourinho, there's been always that concept of score one goal, part of the bus. And defensively, you know, they haven't been that great in terms of like the Chelsea years, or, you know, even United. They may not have scored many goals, but defensively they were quite sound and well oiled. So that's my opinion for that. Yeah, so that's my deadline stream done for you guys. It's a nice short one this week. Reason being, there's only four games that are taking place this game week. and I've gone through all the fixtures myself. If I have to give you guys score predictions, I think it'll probably be 1-1 Leeds Fulham. If Bamford plays, maybe 3-1. Brighton Newcastle 2-2 or 1-1. Go 2-2. West Ham Arsenal 1-1, and Aston Villa Spurs maybe 2-1 to Spurs. That's my predictions. I could be completely wrong. Let's see how it goes, guys. And that's my deadline stream for Game Week 29 for FPL Inkling. Once again, my name is Mo. If you liked what you've seen, hit the like button, hit the notification icon if you want to be notified of my latest videos being released. And if you want to be a subscriber and help me get to this 500 magical mark for me to win the bet and win myself 8 PS5, hit that subscribe button and be part of FPL Inkling. Thank you so much. Send me through your questions once again through my social media outform. Join the league, that's on the bottom left. Make sure you get your deadline team submitted and all your transfers done and captain choices submitted before 6:30 on Friday the 19th of March, before the Fulham versus Leeds game, and give yourself the best chance to be the best manager this week and push up the rankings and do what all of us want to do, is win FPL. So best luck, guys. I'll see you guys soon.